Hello, in this video I will be discussing the general structure of a neuron and the different types and its functions. So to start, a neuron is the basic component within the nervous system as a nerve cell, and there are billions of neurons within the nervous system, and they can range in size from 4 to 100 microns. The neuron's main function is to connect with each other, to pass messages or signals from one neuron to the next, and so forth. And the general structure of a neuron is the cell body, the axon, and the dendrites. Neurons communicate or send messages to each other via the dendrites, and it's axon terminals which are connected to the axon. They receive messages through the dendrites and send messages through the axon terminals. The axon is that pathway between the dendrites and the axon terminals to send these messages. So what are the types of neurons? Well, as stated, there are 3 types, which are afferent or sensory neurons, efferent neurons or motor neurons, and interneurons. So afferent neurons send messages to the central nervous system in the brain, while efferent or motor neurons send messages away from the brain to the peripheral nervous system. And this just means it carries messages from the brain to the rest of the body and tells the body how to work or operate. So within the efferent or motor neurons, there are 2 types, which are the alpha motor neurons and the gamma motor neurons. They both control muscle length, contraction, or movement based on the messages they get from the brain. And lastly, the interneurons are within the brain or the spinal cord, and they connect the messages going to and from the brain between motor neurons and sensory neurons. And that is my explanation of neurons, their types, and their functions.